Hi, and welcome to Module 2B, the Azure AD Portal. In this video, you're going to see how to use the Microsoft Azure AD Portal to add applications for single sign-on. This is the Azure AD Portal. By clicking on Azure AD, you may be asked to sign up, but that will take you to this portal. Now, in here is an alternative way to manage users and groups. You can create, delete, and edit users here, but we're not going to focus on that because we do most of that through Office 365. What we care about here is applications, and this allows us to create single sign-on for applications. To add a new application, I click down here. I can choose to add an application from the gallery, publish an application that will be accessible outside my network, or add an application my organization is developing. I'm going to add one from the gallery. And the gallery has over 2,000 applications that you can create single sign-on for. And that's everything from Google Apps, Dropbox for Business, DocuSign, all sorts of other things. You'll find in there, if you want to add Zero Practice Manager, if I search for Workflowmax, it should be here somewhere. I've done far too many works on that. There we go. Workflowmax, which actually connects you to Zero Practice Manager. And you can create a display name saying Zero Practice Manager. In here as well as Zero and all sorts of other applications. You can also create a custom application, and that allows you to do single sign-on integration for applications not listed here, which prompt you for a username and password. So where would I use this? I use these applications when I want to simplify login for my staff, or also if I have remote workers where I don't want them ever to know a zero password. Once I have an application set up, and here's Facebook, for example, if I go into that application by clicking the little arrow here, I can configure single sign-on. The way I do that is I can choose either password single sign-on, which I'll set up, and then when I add it to users, I can configure whether, by assigning accounts, I can configure whether I enter the username and password or whether the user can enter their username and password on first use. So for shared things like Facebook, I'd enter the username and password. For others, we do that another way. So here we go. So I can show all users. And I can grant Facebook to, for example, let's choose that Office 365 account. If I assign that to them, I can choose to enter credentials on behalf of the user. So I can put in the email address and password. I'm not actually going to do that this time. And then that will appear on their waffle, and they can go and access that application using single sign-on. So that's how you do single sign-on with Azure Active Directory.